Good day, Gemini viewers. I am Sarah B, and you're tuning into Just Be Tarot. Thank you for your amazing energy. Thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel, and also hitting that notification bell that will let you know when I am going live or posting new readings. I was just shuffling for the overall energy for the Gemini Collective for June 2025. So let's go ahead and get started. Woo. Now, this is a general reading, not personal, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. Now, this is also for Gemini and cross watchers, Gemini at any of your major spots. Okay, so what do we have here? We have Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. And we have closing door, completion. So I actually was told to reverse them. Closing door is going to lead to something new. Closing the door on something is the universe or higher power asking you to experience life as it comes. Now, you might not want to close a door on something. It might not be your biggest passion or desire. You might have been forced into something, or not forced into something, but maybe your hands were tied and it had no other option but for your time to be completed in an energy. This could be a relationship, this could be a job, this could be school. But Spirit's saying there's something else coming for you, and you need to roll with the punches. Not everything is going to work out for you as you want it to. I feel like you have big goals, big aspirations. Aspirations is what I heard. But the things you're aspiring to there might not be a direct route. You might have to take many different routes to get to your aspired goals. And that's what Spirit's saying. Be prepared for changes coming. Take life as it comes. Don't get set off track. Keep your goals. But I just heard stay steadfast. Steadfast was the word. In your goals and in your wants and your dreams. However, you have to be able to bend and not break. Those goals are important, and Spirit hears you manifesting them. But other things are going to come in that you may have to take care of first in order for you to build more lessons or collect more lessons for you to get these goals or get to these goals. I was just also see the number 5 and 4 and 1 is 5. So 5, 5, that might mean something to you. I just heard I Can't Drive 55. It's Van Halen for those younger people. Maybe you are 55. Maybe you live in a 55 and over community, but maybe you have a 5-year-old in your life. But 5, 5, is the middle of something. Middle of a cycle. So, yeah, Experience it life. Bend and not break. Your aspirations are still there and still aspire to it. Don't forget your dreams and your goals. However, there may be sidetracks coming in when you least expect it. For some of you, shut doors are going to lead to bigger and better things. All right, so let's go ahead and shuffle to get some answers from the tarot deck, from Spirit. Spirit, I am shuffling for the collective's energy. Gemini collective for June. What do they need to know for their greatest good? What are the messages the Gemini collective need to hear? Shuffling for Gemini. What do they need to hear for their greatest good for June 2024? Messages for Gemini. Thank you. Oh, we got 3 out already. Okay, so there is the King of Swords energy and the Queen of Wands in reverse. And we also have the Sun in reverse. I feel like somebody is... This King of Swords energy is using their words to really I'm hearing like belittle or berate this Queen of Rods energy. Now we all know the Queen of Wands in the upright is really energetic, is really in their power all the time. Creative, caring, resourceful, funny, beautiful inside and out. But this King of Swords is really getting to them. Now, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be somebody at work who is saying things or not, maybe they're not being treated equally. But this King of Swords energy is really coming at this Queen of Wands. I feel like the Sun energy is representative of a child in the relationship, or I'm going to actually clarify that. Spirit, what do you mean by the Sun in reverse for the Gemini collective for June? Thank you. Can I get one more? Ooh, that one wanted to come out really badly. We'll take that one too. Yeah, they're not participating. Like as a family, maybe they cut you off. They're in a cycle. They're not focused. I don't know who. This is a complicated situation that Gemini is in. I feel like there are emotions that are confused. I feel like somebody tries to stay away from the other person. Somebody might try to cut somebody off. They might go a long time without speaking. Lack of words, lack of focus. pulling away from maybe family time or events. Maybe they say you can go and I'll hang home. Like there's definitely it's a heaviness here. There's lack of communication. Let's see what else. Now this could be the completion of something and you needing to move on, not being happy about it. Yeah, this is stuck energy. Feeling like you don't, I'm not saying that you don't know what to do next, because I feel like you're a very focused person generally, but I feel like this has you unfocused. You're trying to think, yeah. Knight of Swords. You're trying to make plans. You're trying to get your ducks in a row for something. So you can unburden yourself. You're trying to, it's like you're almost like preparing for this battle. Preparing for a fight, cutting somebody off. Do you see how bloody that sword is? You're feeling overwhelmed by the thought of it. You're trying to gain more focus on something, trying to gain more clarity. You might be wondering how you're going to do it by yourself. You might be losing money in a situation. This could be you investing in something, is what I just heard. You could have put out, maybe you just had a big purchase, a car or a home. You could have put out a lot of money for something. A bigger purchase that you made. With this King of Pentacles in reverse. But this could also be you putting money out. I heard tuition. Maybe you have somebody going to school. Or maybe you're starting school. Or taking a class or a continued education. Okay, so I am going to move on, unfortunately. That's where we're going to have to leave it. I'm sorry I couldn't get more insight on that. I just feel like you're overwhelmed with a situation. This King of Swords energy is really making you feel uneasy. Okay, I am shuffling for the concluding message for our Gemini collective. Whoa. Whoa, Nelly. Too many. Okay. We have the 1. Triple X. I just heard maybe you caught your partner watching porn and you weren't happy about it. Or maybe you were mad because they were watching without you. You know? Everybody's different. Okay. I know, right? The one. Our ability to experience this archetype firsthand is limited. It comes in brief and at potent moments that we are left to savor for a lifetime. The one is both the energy that unites all living beings and our capacity to sense this intimate union. This archetype excludes us most of our lives, appearing as a concept in a distant galaxy. Yet, when we are in the midst of its power, a solemn reverence falls across all the land. We glimpse ourselves in the vastness of all consciousness and are neither small nor large within that field. We are neither important nor unimportant. All duality fades away, and we are left with what is, the precious knowing that life is a gift, and we are both the giver and the receiver of this fortune. It says the unus mundus is a circle representative of the unity of existence. It is possible that the beginning and the end of all things is love. Being the beginning and the end. The one love. I send that energy out to everybody in the world, praying for one love. It's needed. We all have to think of ourselves as being united. This could be, being in unity with your person. But if this person is belittling you or berating you, or feel like they're shutting a door on you or keeping you away from something, or their feelings, they're closed off. I feel like you feel like it's a battle every time you fight with them or have a discord, you are feeling like, and it's exhausting for you. So Gemini, I feel like this is a heavy reading, and I am going to send out healing energy to all of my Geminis watching, and know that love is being sent, and positive energy and healing energy. All right, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel, and for hitting that notification bell. That will let you know when I am posting new readings or going live, which I have been doing quite a bit more often. Definitely on Mondays and Thursdays between 6:30 and 7 Eastern time. And I've been trying to do some pop-up lives here and there. So just click on that notification bell and you'll be alerted to when I do that. All right, so I hope to see you next time or on my lives. Please join in, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.